EA Sports, within the game. Yeah, that was a heck of a pass. I mean, you could just hear that ball sizzling in the air.
It's week 13 of the National Football.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in week 13. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffling. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Gotta like that start, 14 yards to get him going.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Dickinson checks this one down. It's Mitchell. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. The Niners at 6-5 now on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners are 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
1st down, here's Mitchell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. They run over center with Mitchell. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The numbers last week for Mitchell. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Dickinson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
A handoff from Mitchell running left. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Off play action. Dickinson. That's going to be caught. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Prescott to throw it. And this one quickly to Lamb. 7 yards on the quick slant and a 1st down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. This defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Well, he gave one defender the slip, but others waiting in the wings and dropping him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They go to Elliott again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On third down, it's Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Niners are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Off the play fake. Dickinson. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
After run, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. To throw on 3rd down, Dickinson. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. What a lead to a 4th down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
On 2nd and 2, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. A give to Elliott running left. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. And that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Toss left to Elliott. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now Prescott. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
On 1st and 10, Dickinson, and he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. Big strides, look at him go. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and this defense has had its share of problems getting guys to the ground. And here's another example. They never should have allowed this play to gain as many yards as it did, but poor tackling early in the play led to big yardage after the fact.
Throwing on 1st down, Dickinson. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there. And
you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The kick by Joseph is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 1st and 10, Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Prescott. Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving. This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 21. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And again, it's Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. Prescott now. Outright, he finds Tolbert. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. To throw is Prescott. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Prescott yet again. And he'll just get rid of it.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So, 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Off play action. Dickinson. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Off the play fake. Dickinson. Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room, too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender and work to the defense's advantage on that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dickinson. This one caught by Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we have reached halftime. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott, and that's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing, Prescott. going up top. And this is caught. Touchdown. Jalen Tolbert, 65 yards. And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. That time 75-yard draw with 5 plays. And it was finished off by a Jalen Tolbert touchdown grab. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. So a sensational return there on special teams, a foot race that he was not going to lose. Now, meanwhile, while that was going on, we've got an injured player on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down. On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Off play action. Dickinson. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Micah Parsons able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Dickinson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the Cowboys are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll have it passed past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Right back to Tolbert. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
The first down carry by Elliott. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drop.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will take this one up a bit now. One-score game at 20-13. But the 3 points certainly helps, but when you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation, they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense, get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. That's out to the left flat and complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Dickinson. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
On 3rd down, Dickinson. Under pressure, they got him again. Micah Parsons getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Before they can get the punt away whistles. As we come back now in Arlington, as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On second down, Elliott dances by him. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Well executed there on second down. So do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility. But now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded at the 20. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. Right back to Mitchell here. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. First down on a gain of 11.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Working with second and 5 now.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Right side and caught by Cole. He'll get it inside the 20 and all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Try the right side with Mitchell. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Another run with Mitchell. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They'll go with a keeper. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. 2 yards is the pickup, and the 49ers are set up now with a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. They'll run with Mitchell. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Once more with Mitchell. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Elijah Mitchell, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So Dak and the Cowboys down by 2 touchdowns. 1:54 on the clock. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. Now Prescott. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
He's going to let it fly. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Prescott. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Niners take over in terrific field position. That one looks like he'll throw here.
won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Running left, here's Mitchell.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
And the Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Joseph's got it.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it, and they'll take it out to the 25.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
First down, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
That is caught by Lamb.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Prescott. And this one is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Now a play fake here on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Micah Parsons. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were spurred on by a strong